Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. In the last episode, we had some good battles, we acquired some new capital ships, and then we almost lost it all to the Luddic path. And then, on my way to close out last episode, we were harassed yet again by a large Pather fleet. And I am very tempted to try and fight them, although I'm staring at it now and going like, we really struggled last time. Maybe we shouldn't do this. So we ended on a cliffhanger, and we may just start on me avoiding this. That would be the intelligent choice, because that's a lot of ships. But the content, we're doing it. 56% difficulty. I can learn from my mistakes. We can do this. Or if we can't, we'll retreat with our supply fleet, the Venture and the Revenant and stuff, and we'll get out of here and eat the loss. We'll see. Because I know before I stepped away, I wanted to do this fight. So let's give it a try. Rush those points. We're going to keep our cruisers back. Just immediately reverse all of the Gloria's momentum. We're going to stay at the very back. We're going to play smart, slow, and steady as possible here. Avoid orders to hem us in. Kind of hoping we can deploy the carrier. Okay, there is another point captured. That gets the carrier onto the field. Very nice. And I don't think we have time to get that third point and get a few more deployment points. So we'll just slap all the avoid orders down, run everyone back to our battle line here, and actually get this set up. If I had to make a formation out of this, it would look something like that. With our remaining ships set to defend orders on the sides so that they stay clustered. Okay. But because they have the capital ships, it means that they're going to be able to deploy less total ships overall. The flanking may not be as bad this round. Depends on the order they deploy their ships in. We may be able to crack a few. Oh, and there's the Eradicator that I can do nothing about because I'm all the way back here. Oh, there we go. We might be in range. Nope. So he dived in. Curse you, Eradicator. Okay, well, he's on the other side. We can't really deal with him. Let's turn toward this Enforcer. Provide pressure. Keep them back. Oh god, my rotation speed. I should have put on thrusters. Why aren't our guns firing? There we go. Fire the guns, boys. There we go. Perfect. We got the Eradicator down, so that's good. Ton of ships coming in on the left. So let's grab that cruiser and swap its position with me. Oop, hit the Sunder. Come on. Ah, missed with the main guns. Okay, so we are now in danger of getting flanked. I'm going to keep backpedaling the ship. Atlas Mark II Luddic Path variant. We're just going to ignore that, because all it can do is throw cargo containers at us. Surely that won't be a problem. Don't like that Manticore on my side. Can't do much about it. Just keep backing up. Oh, and that's real bad. That is the Prometheus that has us fluxed out. Oh, with another... Yeah, okay, the cargo pods are going to hurt. Yep, we're going to go down. I have no way. There's no way around this. For the content, he said. What a fool he was. Time to leave. If any of our ships can leave. Who promoted this guy to captain? But if we can get any of these ships out of here, yeah, all of our frigates retreated. I don't know if the Yoshura is going to make it out, though. Oh, she's turning. She's burning. Oh, nice. Okay. But part of the game, especially on Ironman, is kind of this process of elimination. If ships don't survive contact with the enemy, you probably shouldn't keep them in the fleet, and having them die and leaving them behind is one of the brutally efficient ways to achieve that kind of sorting, that filtering, if you will. So we are just going to go. We have the story points, we're just going to leave. We eat the loss. There was no way. I don't know why I thought I could win that 20 minutes ago when I took my break. Don't know what possessed me to have those thoughts. But we tried it, didn't work out, and I shouldn't have trusted past me on that. So that thins us down. We may also just have been, might say, too top-heavy in terms of how many, like 2 40 deployment point cruisers, 2 capital ships that were 45 or 50 points each. We may just have, or may just have had, too many large ships in the fleet. But there's no time. We need to fly home and prepare to defend our core worlds from the vile incursions of the Luddic Church. This will, of course, require flying right past that Pather fleet again. Let's try and sneak around them. Down and then across this, like so. I said like so. Nope. Oh, we are not flying good today. So we do have some ships waiting for us in storage, but I'm not sure we can go grab them. We only have 29 days to not just get to our system, but be in position to defend it and fight alongside station battles. I'm going to have like 15 to 20 in-game days to figure all that out. And if we take off and fly to storage and try and fly back, who knows what will happen, just like when I got ambushed by that Pather fleet at the end of last episode. So the question becomes, what can we do with what we have on hand? We can put an officer in the Venture. We can tune the Venture to be a bit better at combat. Not sure we're going to need that dram. We'll just scrap it. Okay, we need 2 cheap ships for our remaining officers. 50 to 60k credits to do it with, which puts us firmly in frigate territory. Seeing this little mecha here, this Spriggan, reminds me. Let's grab him for starters, and we'll grab this wolf. Those are decent things to have. Get them auto-fitted because it's fine. But yes, this ship, I forgot. Let's drop Flux Fog. Let's drop some capacitors. Didn't we buy the Wingcom hull mod earlier on? We did. So now all of our little wings are going to have officers in them, which will greatly boost their combat effectiveness. And hopefully that'll help things. Okay, and now we basically need to spend a lot of our money on supplies and fuel. And actually, we're not quite even at the minimum that I'd like to be at, so we're going to sell our excess weapons, which I almost never do, but resource constraints have got me. That's as good as it gets. Oh, you've scanned me. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you for not busting up my ships when I'm here to try and help you. Okay, so I'm going to hover. Yeah, we have 15 days. I'm going to hover over Enigma 1 is the target. Yeah, Enigma 1 is the target at a jump point right there. So I'm going to just sit here until they show up. And then we're going to fight and see if we can stop this situation from being really bad. Especially considering like where the Valkyrians don't have like a big defense fleet here, or really much fleets in system anyway, which is unusual. Or maybe that is the usual. I haven't played the Valkyrians enough to know. Most factions have a system defense fleet nowadays that's kind of elite, kind of cool. Oh, there's a big one. There's a task group. That'll help us out. They'll be good to have here. And they should be coming in. Currently traveling in. There's no listing on when they will arrive. Oh, there they go. There they come. Holy crap. Okay, go. They have a lot of ships. We have a lot of ships. They have a lot of Invictuses, too. Let's go. A little bit of lag even on loading in. Okay, so we can deploy our carrier and see how we do. But yeah, all of our little officers in our ships, in our fighters, have names now. They're all level 1, so they should have a captain skill of some kind going on. As I deploy ships in, I may not be in a situation to personally micro them. I may just forget. We're going to put defend waypoints so that our ships will help out. And this is only the first of 5 fleet bubbles, so we'll see how this goes. We want to be right about here, behind the station, and whatever gets into... We have a range... Our fighters and stuff have a range of about 4,000, which is these grid interstices 1, 2, 3, 4. So this line here, the mouse is going back and forth on, is what we're going to wait for them to cross so that we can then open fire on them. Just trying to position our ships adrift so that we don't drift away from the station while I stare at the TAC map here. I suppose we could pull forward another 1,000 units. Which should put me in range of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. That should put me in range of harassing that Venture. Yeah, 3,600 range. Okay, fighters engage. It's not generally very glamorous or visually interesting to play a carrier like this, but it's what I have access to right now. Alright, and let's see. I forget what the ship system does. Emergency preparedness, reduce rate of fighter replacement rate, double maneuverability, generates flux. Okay, so once our fighters die, we want to use that. In fact, half of them did just die off screen. So emergency preparedness, withdraw fighters, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, Cassius there is burn driving in. He is at range 3,600. Okay, fighters engage. I kind of wish I could open the camera on enemy ships so we could actually see the results of the fighters more clearly, but unfortunately we're limited by my monitor. Oh, I can do this, and as they engage, we'll activate emergency preparedness again. Ooh, he burn drive in. Oh, he's in our gun range. Alright, or in our missile range. Missiles, go! And we're just going to be spamming emergency preparedness because there seems to be no downside. We might as well have the fighter uptime and the bonus speed and stuff to them. Should be great. Okay, we're going to use up all our missiles. Might as well. That Invictus never closed the gap. Oh, it actually died way up there. Probably struggling with the minefield that the station throws out, maybe? Yeah, this is looking real bad for their initial attempt. This first fleet bubble. Okay, next target, we're gaming. Go, my fighters. Ooh, that's effective, although it does tank the frames per second just a little. But yeah, the Luddic Church doesn't really strike me as a very offensively oriented faction. Their ships are so slow. Like, you could make this work by forming a line and slowly shoving it forward, but just how the AI normally plays, probably not going to work out. But it looks like we're doing pretty good. Just gonna drift around and see what approaches the station. I'm not concerned at all about keeping my allies alive. Just about keeping the station intact for the next combat. Yeah, they're deploying their Invicti one by one, so that's not gonna go well. I honestly think we're good to pull forward and try and get in some more damage. Because we get bonus pay based on percentage of damage dealt during fights. It's just kind of how helping your allies works. So let's just put the fighters on engage. Oh, they were already on engage. And power forward. Hey, the corpse of something. Shield boop. Oh, okay, we don't have a lot of mass to this ship. And to get in some damage share, we are going to deploy another one of our ships in hopes that it will get in and tickle something. I'm going to ditch the defend orders. We are on offense at this stage, even though I am very slow at 44 speed. Part of why I don't like driving carriers very much is, most of them are slow. But there go our fighters. I hope toward that ship is already dead. Okay. Well, better to have a successful and boring defense than an interesting and failed one. I'm actually not sure if that's true, but in terms of progression, it's true. Go, my fighters, destroy that venture. Yeah, just like that. Very good, boys. The bombers seem very effective. Okay, and now we have 2 Invictuses. That is at least something. And he's already in fighter range, so we should just be able to roll toward him and get myself to like range 2000 so we can at least see. Oh, here we go. 2,500, we can see what we're doing. Get him. Good, they didn't all get immediately Devastator cannoned. It's my main concern. Oh yeah, or that canister flaked down. All of them just died. Yup. All in order to scratch his armor. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I didn't put officers in ships. We'll just deploy ships that have officers. Emergency preparedness. Bring those ships back online. Good enough. Send them in. Oh right, the other thing this ship has... because I had never talked about the ships yet, the 2 capitals that we had. This is the only one left. It has a missile autoloader built in by default. So I just realized that because I saw my Scorpions reload my missiles, and it was like, oh, right. We have infinite, well, not infinite, but we have a lot of small missiles functionally, even though we only have 2 small missile mounts. We can indeed fire. Okay, let's help our other friend here. Swap targets here, shoot this Invictus in the back. Oh, those Devastators against our poor little shield. Let's back up to a little active vent. He's flamed out. Let's close the gap and do some damage. So I don't think we've ever closed to gun range yet. In fact, I feel like my guns aren't firing. What do they look like when they fire? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, we weren't in gun range. We don't have ITU on this. No targeting unit or anything. Let's salvage and leave. Honestly, that's a lot of ventures. For those that don't know, the Venture is probably one of my favorite vanilla ships, and we have hull restoration, so we're going to take as many of these as we can crew, because it'll be funny. Yoink, and we get some heavy armaments for helping defend, which is cool. And we're level 8 now, awesome. Hold on here, let's tag in. Sell those heavy armaments. That's not going to come up for a while yet. We're just going to fit these ventures on balanced for now. I'm not too concerned. Autofill will put our officers into some of the ventures, like so. And we need a bit more crew to throw into the grinder here. Alright. And we're going to re-engage with that fleet bubble. Order second in command. Send in the ventures. So they're cheap to repair. And hey, remember I said I wanted a big fuel tanker? There's 2 of them right there. Let's take those. Screw it, and that venture. Why not? We are going to actually mark all of those mothballed, though, because we're running out of what we need in order to maintain. A third one. We're going to salvage the third one. I can't take another. Okay, the invasion is still ongoing. Oh, and by ongoing, I mean there they are. Where are they going? Allies, yeah, okay, we're going to do another big battle here. Honestly, you all have seen me do this once. I'm not sure if this outcome is going to be any different. These are hegemony, though. That's not like church. Interesting. But 2 onslaughts is actually a significant threat to the station. Yeah, they can actually do damage. So let's get in there and help out. Oh, we are so slow, though. It's okay, our fighters are flying off to do stuff. Actually, heck, were we even needed? Oh, I mean, our fighters are over there. They're chasing down ships. As I just watch, like, 3 cruisers and another capital ship of our allies just go in and slam 1 onslaught to death. Well, our fighters are trying to help. Let's see, can we pan over and see? Just at the top edge of the screen there? Yeah, look at all that damage. What is this allied ship here? That is Yoshura Mark. That's our ship. And it's brawling. I guess our faction's AI does default to reckless. It's brawling, and with backup, it's actually winning. Have I built my carrier wrong? Should I have been brawling the whole time? That feels and sounds just, oh man, I don't know. We may have to go back to do refit after this. Forward. I would like to personally deal some damage to an onslaught today. There we go. Closing the gap. Launch missiles. But yeah, and to be in gun range, we need to be very close. Well, we're going to get there. Let's at least get our flux pool up here to take some hits for our allies. I feel like at the rate we're taking damage, I can't actually duel. This is also just due to me not having combat skills on my character right now, which I'm kind of regretting that respec at this stage, but not much we can do. I do want the demods gone, so this is how it's done. Shoot him. Oh yeah, we do pretty good damage even with our not ideal guns on this thing. But yeah, I think we need to back up and fix our fighter replacement rate. Okay, that's good. Oh, I can't. No wonder I couldn't back up. There's a station right there. Derp. CR30 Dominator. Don't mind if I do. Alright, this seems to be going pretty well. Again, mainly because they're sending in their ships one by one, because they have too many ships in their fleet to do a proper deployment. But I'll take it. Alright, closing to gun range, since he's not pointed at me. Okay, and we're firing guns. Excellent. Attack, my fighters. Go! As I throw infinite scorpions at the enemy. Duh. Okay, even though he's not pointed at me, we are losing the flux battle. Oh, he's burning. Okay. Ow, Devastators. Ooh, Reaper. Okay, our point defense got it. A little scary. Yeah, all of our nose armor is gone. Just the Devastator slowly eating us to death. Okay. Whew, cannot duel as much as I want to. Alright, deploy one of the junk ventures into the mix and keep trying to rebuild our fighters. Honestly, I think we have this though. As you can see, they are just running out of ships overall. And throwing onslaught after onslaught at the problem is not going to save them. No matter how many onslaughts they throw. I'd forgotten how silly Nexerelin and like the faction invasion stuff can be sometimes. But that's going to be another onslaught down there. Oh, my frame rate. Whatever the continuous firing guns are on the Cerberus, Storm GR Lance. Yeah, whenever they're firing, I start stuttering. That is interesting. Probably also just due to the station and the massive number of ships in play. My poor little laptop. Get 'em, boys. Let's finish this. We've been fighting invasion fleets for over a half hour now. And there are still 3 more fleet bubbles. Ooh, that's an Arquebus. That would be very fun to salvage, even though it's not a faction ship. It has, I think, a better targeting core than normal in it, and 3 spinal large mounts is the main thing. Every time I've flown one, I've quite enjoyed it, but we'll see. We'll see if he drops. Be a good backup capital ship to have in our pockets. For now, we're just going to overwhelm him with our friend here. We may need to get one of these. It seems very effective. This Cerberus capital ship. Bring him down, lads. He's so tanky, though. Yeah. Elite damage control. That's actually his only skill that would affect that, but there he goes. Okay, enemy fleet defeated. Claim victory. Consider recovery. Hey, there it is. Nice. Take that Arquebus, take the loot scoop, put that Arquebus under mothball because dang. We're also just, our officers and stuff are leveling up very quickly, which is a good thing. Gunnery implants, nice. Okay, and I forgot, we leveled up and I didn't spend my level up point. We're taking helmsmanship, because not having it got me killed at one point. Okay, we're gonna tap the planet to get a quick repair, and then we're gonna engage. Oh, it's Luddic Church Grand Invasion Fleet, parentheses, hegemony. That's what's going on. Okay, but this is just their supply ships. We're going to auto-resolve them. Atlases, too. Okay, we're grabbing all of those. More for the collection. More to mothball. We're going to come out of this with a lot of backup ships. Invasion is still going. Get them. Okay, we've once again pulled allies, although our allies are not looking too hot. A lot of them running out of CR. But it'll probably be fine. There's a lot of ships in their fleet that are also in the red. Join the battle, and the battle is ongoing anyway, so we might as well go in once more. This time we can actually deploy some ships. Okay. But given how tattered our allies are, we may actually have to play, and actually have to deploy more than just our capital ship. And at this point, this has gone on in IRL time for me so long that this is probably just going to be its own, episode. This has been silly. Autopilot has gotten us close enough that I can play. Let's get our fighters on that Legion. Perfect. A volley so majestic that my computer weeps. Next target, Dominator. Ooh, that's a lot of Reapers. Okay, we're good. Or whether our allies in front are good, I'm not at risk yet. And we have no combat ships small enough to deploy. Get cracked, Dominator. That's a bit of room to deploy. No, don't deploy my drone tender. Just throw the Venture into the blender. It's fine, that's what they're for. Alright, rebuilding fighters. I think this is the last fleet bubble. I hope this is the last fleet bubble. Turning to focus that onslaught. Alright, we are in line. Fighters engage. Perfect. Okay, he is fluxed out. Let's target the one that has a full flux pool to play with. And there go all our fighters. Well, they tried. Regroup, activate emergency preparedness, and get ready to go back in. Re-engage, boys. Let's try and get into gun range, because he's not going to be able to retreat, and he's not going to be able to safely turn to face us either. Don't mind the Legion and Grendel on our left. I'm sure it'll be fine, as long as our cruisers stay on our left to cover us. Get in there. Excellent. We should be in gun range. Yep, about now. Excellent. Fire, 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 fire. And deploy more ship, because we have the points. Definitely running out of allies. Oh, polarized armor. Oh, yup. And field modulation. He's a tanky boy. Bring him down. Okay. That's one down. Let's back up. And more deployment points. More frigates onto the field. We'll ditch the defend waypoints and just kind of let our ships think for themselves. They only have, yeah, the two capitals left, the two condors, the eagle, and an almost dead Grendel on the right. So this should be solved. We should be good now, but I'm not sure. Just throwing missiles, waiting for fighters to rebuild. All right, block that barrage. Very nice. Carrier on carrier gaming. Okay, he is overloaded. Good job, allies, especially me. I totally helped. Go, my fighters. Crush him. The Legion falls today. Nice. But yeah, I think I need to equip some longer range guns to this ship. Or find a way to fit targeting core in, because this is very close range. Come on, finish him. Okay, nice. Okay, they deployed a Mora, but I do think they're running out of ships. Go, my warriors. I'm just gonna roll right up on this guy. And also, we have enough points to deploy one of our good hunter-killer cruisers. Point the guns at him. There we go. This one is a bit less tanky. He does have damage control, but he's also running out of friends to protect his flanks. Yep, he's a tanky boy. I am literally just sitting here, like, leaning on my desk, watching everything fire, waiting for him to die. Just so durable. Okay, it's over. Are they going to retreat? Okay, enemy fleet defeated. We are out of here. Please let that be the last invasion fleet. Oh, they're maneuvering for another one. They're too big to disengage, probably. Oh, we can't auto-resolve it. Oh, man, that hurts. Okay. I don't think they have any chance here, so I'm just going to deploy some ships and run this on, like, 6 times speed. Nothing to see here. Our ships are just mopping up. Yeah, it's immediately over. They deployed their remaining 4 combat ships. Okay, perform salvage operation. We're going to leave that Venture behind. That's fine. Yeah, I think we've looted enough ships this invasion. Loot and salvage scoop and touch the planet to repair. Invasion of Enigma 1 failed. Finally. Oh, and they still have this fleet here, which we will join to auto-resolve, just to get that smidge of supplies and stuff. Okay, we're not really any richer than when we started, but we did accrue a lot of experience points, so that's good. And we did get a prisoner. That's going to be worth some money. Cool, 40k. Okay, so we're slightly richer than when we started. And we have ships. Lots of ships. Alright, so the plan... I should have activated the Corvus Gate, that would have helped. The plan is we're going to try and sneak down to Asharu with our ill-gotten gains, or our honorably acquired loot from that defense, and we're going to try and put some of our ships in storage, because we're carrying way too many. We've got mothballed ships, got a ton of stuff. Then after I put stuff in storage, that'll probably be the end of this episode. That was literally like almost an hour of straight just station defense. Don't get me wrong, it is fun, but it does eat up time, and I must return to the editing pits. Let's not drop right in on top of Jangala. Let's actually go up here and drop in, probably right on top of Asharu is this transverse point. Yes, perfect. So step 1, unmothball everything, and we're just going to throw most of that in storage. We'll keep this one Prometheus out, store those. Okay, and I think that resolves that. And we'll put away these guns. I want to make sure the Prometheus has guns, though, of some kind. There's guns on the Prometheus. And next, we give it some hull mods, solar shielding, and efficiency overhaul. Always good choices. Some flux stats. Okay, she's done. So, our fleet is not in the best of states, but it'll work for now. I definitely need to go to the drawing board on our capital ship and try and figure that out. Might attempt that off camera. Okay, so this is the fleet as it stands. Do I have any more officers that leveled up? No, not from that last fight. Alright, and we're level 8, so we are climbing. Things are going relatively well. Oop, let's turn on Go Dark, because I am narrating while in a hostile space here. So I might tinker with the refit screen a bit more here in between episodes, try and get this capital ship fitted a little better. But that is it for this episode, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day, friends.